Hey guys, what's up? It's Breton, and today we are going to be taking a look at the QiYi Thunderclap version 3. So the Thunderclap version 3 is the third version of the Thunderclap, and this one is quite different from the version 1, as you'd probably expect. It's nothing similar. In fact, it's very similar to a Valk Power. Jumping straight into the design of the pieces, there are two main differences between it and the Valk Power. Everything else is pretty similar. The first of which is that if you look at the tracks aren't actually at a straight 80-degree angle, they're actually like at an angle a bit. The other thing is that this is kind of hard to show on camera, but in the center cap where the spring goes, there's actually like a bit of a cone-shaped spring, and that spring fits into this little like cone volcano-looking bit inside the centerpiece. So it's not just a straight cylinder where the screw goes through, the screw goes in, and then there's like this cone that comes out around it. So I don't know what that does, but it's there, and it made it so that doing spring swaps wasn't possible, because I tried to do that and it didn't work. Now the reason that I was going to do a spring swap was because of how flexible it is. This cube is extremely flexible and very fast. Now what I did to fix this is A, I slowed it down with some lube, and B, I tightened it. So now the corner cutting suffers a bit, and it's decently hard to get a piece out, but now it's still very flexible and fast, but at least it's at a manageable level. And this cube has actually become my new one-handed main, because for two-handed it's way too flexible, but with one hand I kind of like it to be a bit more on the flexy side. I don't like cubes to be slow when it comes to one-handed, because it tires me out way too much. The size is standard size, maybe a little bit smaller. I think it's maybe 55.5 or something, which is pretty standard at this point, but for one-handed size doesn't matter as much. So I've moved on from the GAN 354, and now I'm using the Thunderclap. The magnets are also fairly weak, but I'm okay with that. This cube is actually a bit similar to the Valk Elite. The turning on the Thunderclap is just a bit more like clickier, while as the Valk Elite is just a bit more muted, but they're still pretty similar as far as feel. They also both have primary internals with black caps. So you guys can get this at Cubing Out Loud. I think this thing is only around like $12 Canadian, so that's probably like $10 US. So once again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.